This is one of about 3 or 4 interesting plays that we'll look at where the determination has to be made: was the pass forward or backward? In this case, the wing official came in, sold it hard, ruled the pass being forward. Remember the old adage, when in doubt, rule it forward. We'll stop here for a minute and talk about winding the clock. Here you'll see the play ending very close to the sideline, and the wing official uses the mechanic that we discussed 5 or 6 years ago, saying don't wind, don't wind. We're relaxing that now and saying it is a better situation to wind and communicate with coaches and sidelines and timers that we are going to wind when the play ends near the sideline. Alert call that resulted in the play being called back. Watch, the wideout on this side of the field was never set. Another one of those tough forward or backward calls. Remember now, the Federation rule is it's the initial direction of the pass, and always, when in doubt, rule it forward. Personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Good call by the covering official. The only thing we'd like to point out is at the very, very end of this play, we see the referee apparently conferring with the green team captain on whether to accept or decline the penalty. And in this situation, the acceptance or declination is obvious. Let's just pick up the ball and mark it off and get on with the game. A holding call that's correctly spotted by the referee, launched his flag a little bit, but hopefully moved it back to the 40. They enforced the penalty from the 40. However, there is absolutely no reason for that referee to be going to the sideline and conferring with the coach. That's why you use preliminary signals, and that's why you use captains on the field. Officials, or referees in particular, do not go to the sideline and talk to coaches unless it's a coach's timeout or you're involved in a very exotic kind of enforcement that you think needs to be communicated with the sidelines. A beautifully executed play. Note the first pass is in fact backward. Second pass right on the money, long gain. Nice piece of officiating. This first play in the 4A game leads to a quick review of the horse collar rule and the rules changed for this year. Remember that a horse collar is defined as grabbing the inside back or side collar of the shoulder pads or jersey of the runner and subsequently pulling that opponent to the ground. Rules change this year being that may happen out of bounds, and it may happen in the end zone, and it may happen during a loose ball play. Previously, it was only applicable to a runner in bounds. Quite frankly, this may have been the most controversial call that we had during the 6 state championship games. Note that the covering official really did a great job of selling, punching backwards that in fact the pass was backwards, and we wind up having the first score of the game as a result of that play being ruled backwards. But again, as we look at it, was that a question of when in doubt, rule it forward and not give the touchdown on the play? Tough call. mechanically handled correctly, but oh, so close to being forward. Once again, reminder that it is initial direction of the pass that determines whether it's forward or backward. And if we look at this line, it certainly appears that that pass was forward. Our final play of the 4A championship game is a potential late hit on a free kick return, correctly passed on, and we'll conclude 4A with a reminder. This game ended with a running time situation in the fourth quarter. Go back and review what was determined to be a really good play card that you can use for running time situations that you would have come across in your rules clinic online meeting. Talk about it in your first 2 or 3 pre-games so that you are prepared for dealing with a running time situation correctly, because in the past we've had some very incorrect interpretations of what constitutes running time. Formation question in the 5A game. Remember, the rule reads, and I'm reading from Section 2, Article 3, Rule 7, that the only player on the line of scrimmage who may break the waistline of his nearest teammate is the snapper. If any other player breaks the waistline of the nearest player, he is in an illegal formation. Tough call by the wing official on whether or not this pass was complete or incomplete. It's ruled incomplete. Can't get real excited about an official pounding the ground. I don't think that's an approved mechanic that we find in the Federation rulebook. But look at it a second time. Did he in fact have possession when he went down, and was his hand under the ball? Tough call. An alert call by the wing official. Player 35 is blocking downfield prior to the arrival of the pass. Offensive pass interference. That's the final play of this year's DVD. Hopefully it's been a learning experience for all of us. And once again, sincere thanks to Mark Hagestead, who put all this together. We appreciate all of his efforts, and everyone have a great season. Thanks.